Back in the day, our favorite movie stars, supermodels, and athletes were rich simply because they were famous, right? But now, that's just step one. Today, it feels like every celebrity is starting a fashion brand, a beverage company, or investing in tech startups, because for the smartest of them, fame simply isn't enough. Our favorite stars are playing a new game, going from celebrity to CEO. And the ones who win are becoming billionaires. Fame is no longer the finish line, okay? It is the starting point. The wealthiest celebrities use their influence as a tool, not a trophy, to build empires that can outlast their careers. Today we'll show you how everyone from Ryan Reynolds to Roger Federer and Kim Kardashian are redefining the rules of business and how you can use their strategies to build your own legacy. Welcome to Alux, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Now, when you're famous, the world opens up to you in ways that most people can only dream of. Apart from the admiration and attention, big brands start lining up to pay you because whether it's sneakers, snacks, or sparkling water, your fans are eager to buy anything tied to your name. And it's been like this since the dawn of celebrity culture, but these days the game has changed. You see, most celebrities are happy to show up to a photo shoot, crack a smile, and cash a big check while someone else handles the business. Easy money, right? But while these guys are playing checkers, a new breed of celebrity has entered the game and they're playing 4D chess. If you've been noticing more and more movie stars, athletes, and supermodels planting their flags in industries like fashion, tech, and even tequila, you're not alone, okay? At some point, the smart celebrities realize there's a big difference between being rich and being wealthy. They moved beyond simple cash grabs and started using their fame to create something that can outlast their time in the spotlight. Now, unlike most new entrepreneurs, celebrities already have influence. You might think this is an unfair advantage, and, well, you might be right. But fame doesn't guarantee success. And think about it, as a celebrity, your reputation is everything. And because of this, celebrities have to use fascinating strategies that you won't find in regular companies. Some celebrities focus on products that play to their strengths. Others make strategic long-term partnerships, and a few take risks by stepping into completely new territory. Now, we'll get into all of these strategies in a bit, but at the core, they all follow a simple formula. Every celebrity business, from the simplest to the most complex, is essentially a collaboration. A product needs a story, and the celebrity tells it. But for a collaboration to really work, the product and the celebrity need to be compatible. Take, for example, tennis legend Roger Federer and luxury watchmaker Rolex. Now, Federer is known for his grace, precision, and timeless appeal, qualities which perfectly align with Rolex's brand. When people see him sporting a Rolex, it doesn't feel forced, it feels totally natural, as if the two were made for each other. That is the power of compatibility. Now, this is an example of what most celebrities do. Rolex paid Federer a few $1 million to endorse them, and that was it. But he didn't stop there. He got smarter and leveled up from endorsements to partnerships. In 2018, Federer signed a $300 million deal with Japanese apparel brand Uniqlo. But instead of just a simple payout, he's actively involved in designing clothes with them. A year later, Federer became a global brand ambassador for On running shoes, but this time he didn't take his payment in cash. He instead received 3% ownership in the company. That 3% is rumored to be worth around $180 million today, and On is the world's fastest-growing shoe company. And speaking of shoes, the most successful and perhaps most revolutionary celebrity brand partnership is undoubtedly that of Nike and Michael Jordan. Instead of a simple collaboration, when Nike signed Jordan, they created an entirely new brand, Air Jordan. Now, this wasn't about selling sneakers. It was about creating a symbol of excellence, aspiration, and dominance. Everything Jordan represented. It was simply cool, but it was also groundbreaking. For the first time, a celebrity wasn't just promoting a product, they were the product. And it didn't hurt that Jordan became the most famous basketball player of all time. Today, the co-owned Air Jordan empire generates over $5 billion a year. It proved that celebrities have real power in the business world. But seeing this, many stars began thinking, why should they have to partner with a brand when they could build their own empires? And that's exactly what many of them have done. These days, celebrities aren't just endorsing random products, no, they're building their own companies in industries like fashion, alcohol, beauty, finance, and tech. And as it turns out, they're not just pretty faces. So let's take a look at how the biggest names in the world are turning their fame into billion-dollar empires, and how you can think like a billionaire too. Alright, so one of the most lucrative spaces for celebrities to build their empires is the beauty industry. Take Rihanna, for example. She noticed that millions of women were feeling ignored by makeup companies because they only produced foundations in a limited range, focusing primarily on lighter tones. But when Rihanna launched Fenty Beauty in 2017, it wasn't just another makeup line stamped with a celebrity name on it. No, she offered 40 different shades of foundation, addressing the gap in the market that she had noticed and providing a genuine solution to the problem. It was a groundbreaking move that symbolized what she stood for: confidence and individuality. More than anything, Rihanna's strategy was authentic. She didn't sell makeup. She sold inclusivity. By solving a problem the industry ignored, Rihanna turned cultural awareness into a $2 billion competitive advantage. And you know, if there's one thing every celebrity we'll talk about in this video has mastered, it's monetizing their personal brand, right? But the thing is, everyone has a personal brand, not just celebrities. Whether you're building a business, leveling up your career, or just finding your place in the world, the ability to define and amplify your unique identity is key to success. And that's exactly why we built the Alux app. It's designed to help you master the skills you need to reach your personal and finance goals, including the art of personal branding. Inside, you'll find a dedicated expert course on personal branding where we break down exactly how to define what you stand for, to build credibility and position yourself as the go-to expert in your field. It's everything you need to stand out and make your name count for something. Hundreds of thousands of successful entrepreneurs and professionals have already made the Alux app a part of their daily routines because they've seen the difference it really makes. And since you're here, you can scan the QR code on screen and get 25% off your yearly plan. This video is about celebrities, but really it's about showing you what's possible when you invest in yourself. Now is your chance to take that first step, because the same principles that make celebrities successful, well, those can work on anyone willing to put in the time and effort. And here's a perfect example, because another industry where celebrities have built massive empires is in music, but not just about making music. Just look at Beats by Dr. Dre. Now, before Beats, headphones were cheap and functional, sure, but far from stylish. Dr. Dre saw an opportunity to change that. Beats were bold, stylish, and instantly recognizable. Beyond just a product, they were a fashion statement. But Beats didn't just look good, okay? Dr. Dre demanded more. He wanted headphones that delivered the high-quality sound you could only get in the studio. So with Beats, you didn't just hear the music, you felt it. The result was a brand with such a loyal following that in 2014, Apple bought it for $3 billion. But here's the thing, okay? Beats by Dre wasn't just about headphones. It was a rebranding of sound. Dre showed the world that even the most functional products could become status symbols when you connect them to identity. So no matter how many Instagram followers you have, you won't win in the long run if your product doesn't deliver. You always have to focus on blowing everyone's expectations away, because quality isn't optional, okay? Quality is king. Now, moving along, if there is one thing celebrities are notorious for, it's their style, right? So naturally, they're dominating fashion. Take Kim Kardashian, for example. She built her shapewear brand Skims around inclusivity and everyday comfort, and today, the brand is valued at over $4 billion. But when it comes to fashion, there's one brand that changed everything: Yeezy. When Yeezy launched, the sneaker industry was dominated by Nike, but Kanye and Adidas built a brand that completely disrupted the market. Now, Yeezys didn't follow trends. They created them completely from scratch, and because of this, the brand became synonymous with bold design, cultural relevance, and exclusivity. In its time, it set the standard for luxury streetwear, and although the brand is being discontinued, the results speak for themselves. At its peak, Yeezy was generating over $1.7 billion every year, making Kanye one of the highest-paid entertainers in the world. Now, beyond the numbers, Yeezy demonstrated a bigger truth. Bold ideas can disrupt an entire industry, and an unshakable belief in yourself can lead to extraordinary success. So don't hold back on your ideas. If there's something you believe in, something you know the world needs, go all in, baby. But you know, not every celebrity builds their empire by launching a business from scratch. Some take a different but equally entrepreneurial route: venture capital. It can be risky, sure, but sometimes that risk pays off big time. When Uber was just starting out, they hired Beyoncé for a performance, but instead of taking cash, she made a visionary choice. Beyoncé asked to own a small percentage of Uber, and when they went public, her piece of that pie was worth $300 million. That's just a simple example, but some celebrities take this approach even further. Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, has invested in over 80 companies. She often works directly with companies in her portfolio, helping them to grow and succeed. That's one approach, but on the other hand, there's celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, who focus on finding companies which are set to skyrocket in growth. So Kutcher's VC firm has been able to find and invest in companies like Airbnb, Uber, and Spotify back when they were just starting out. And the small bets he made way back then are worth many millions by now. Investing is all about owning a part of something with long-term value. So while quick paychecks might feel satisfying in the moment, remember, owning a piece of the future is worth far more than cash today. And that's exactly what celebrities are doing in another huge industry. There are so many celebrity alcohol brands that, it's kind of getting hard to keep track, but they are a great example of how you can make millions from your name and your story. Take Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. With Teremana Tequila, he isn't just selling a drink, he's selling his story, one built on hard work and authenticity. George Clooney took the same approach with Casamigos. His mix of sophistication and approachability gave the brand a personal, authentic feel and led to a $1 billion sale. And then there's Ryan Reynolds. With Aviation Gin, his personal brand of witty humor and relatability were a part of every single ad they did. The entire brand was infused with his personality, and it eventually sold for $610 million. Your story is a bridge that creates trust and connection between you and your audience. It's a powerful asset because at the end of the day, it is who you are. Now, the difference between being famous and being wealthy is one thing, Aluxer, it is strategy. And the good news is, you don't need millions of followers to start using the same principles to build your empire. And this Black Friday, we've got you covered like never before. If you go to Alux.com/Black Friday and use the promo code BF24, you'll get access to all 6 of our premium e-learning experiences, plus a lifetime membership to the Alux app for 60% off the retail price. The courses at Alux.org are quite literally life-changing, okay? Our latest offering, Reinvent Mastery, will walk you through each step of completely reinventing your life, career, and relationships. Paired with the daily coaching and mentorship you get with the Alux app, within 6 months, you'll be well on your way to living the life you've been daydreaming about for far too long. If your life feels cheap, it's probably because you think investing in yourself is too expensive. Don't keep making the same mistakes and expecting different results, my friend. Head over to Alux.com/Black Friday and get started. We'll see you on the inside.